put prices on our arrest. We have nothing more to lose. We will fight until our cause is heard. Meanwhile, what happened in Doha, as long as we don't know the details and as long as it doesn't solve our problems, we will say it does not concern us.
In Sudan, military forces have recaptured the presidential palace in Khartoum, a major victory for the Sudanese army after nearly 2 years of war against the Rapid Support Forces. Over 28,000 people have been killed since the conflict began in April 2023, with millions forcibly displaced from their homes in what the UN has described as the world's largest humanitarian crisis. In Turkey, mass protests continue over the arrest of Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, a major rival to Turkey's authoritarian President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Turkish authorities have detained at least 37 people over social media posts in support of İmamoğlu, who was taken into custody Wednesday on what his backers say are trumped-up charges ahead of primary elections on Sunday. Protesters took to the streets of Istanbul.
Bugün Türkiye demokrasisine bir darbe yapıldı, sivil darbe.
This is a coup to the national will and democracy. When viewed from foreign countries today, Turkey is seen as having an appearance where democracy is over, justice is over, and everyone who is not with the government is in prison. Do you actually know what this is like? It is proof that now the one-man regime is saying that there are no elections in Turkey. I am king. There will be no elections.
At least 6 people have been killed, another 40 still missing after a rubber dinghy carrying refugees capsized Tuesday in the Mediterranean off the Italian island of Lampedusa. Only 10 survivors have been rescued. The boat departed from Sfax, Tunisia, and the passengers were from Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Guinea, and Mali. At least 270 refugees have already died this year trying to cross the Mediterranean to seek safety in Europe. Over 30 UCLA students who were brutalized last spring during Gaza solidarity protests have sued campus officials and law enforcement agencies. Students had set up peaceful campus encampment demanding an end to UCLA's financial ties with Israel's war, but they were repeatedly targeted for abuse, including from outside groups, culminating in what they call a brutal mob assault on April 30th. The live-streamed attacks on students and faculty were carried out for at least 4 hours while UCLA security stood by. The university called in police the following day to forcefully and violently remove the protesters. The plaintiffs describe enduring physical and psychological harm. This is Benjamin Moisef, an Israeli-American undergraduate plaintiff who accused UCLA of anti-Semitism over its silencing of Jewish anti-genocide voices on campus.
This lawsuit asks for the barest of respect towards the right to free expression, the right to voice our righteous opposition to the ever-present reality of infinite death every Palestinian child faces so long as the Israeli military continues its aggression. I ask the university not to collaborate with the oppressive forces of our time, unless they wish to be remembered like the heartless administration that arrested the Vietnam War protesters. Choose now to stand on the side of justice.
Meanwhile, at Cornell University,
how y'all doing? Push that like button. Executive orders targets Palestine. Okay. Plaintiffs argue that they've been unconstitutionally silenced last year. Wow. Activism. Black people being silenced in Israel filed a lawsuit early this week. Supporters at Conley mobilized Thursday to demand handoffs. Oh, wow, she's beautiful. Malibu last month advocating for Palestine rights. Wow. We say Palestine. Testing out the privilege of Palestine. Every other cause would rather than Palestine holds a mirror. What kind of world are we living in to allow Israel to kill Palestinian children and women? That's all they're killing is women and children. Oh my God. How you doing? Push that like button. I'm just reading the teleprompter off the TV. Wow, that's dangerous. Immigrants have openly called the Senate minority Chuck leadership to be replaced.
book tour amidst widespread voter backlash and planned protests. Meanwhile, the Democratic National Committee announced it's going to host town halls in Republican-held House districts around the country. And in related news, Congressmember Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has joined Senator Bernie Sanders as he continues his Fighting Oligarchy tour, addressing packed crowds and overflow rooms in Republican and swing districts across the United States. The pair addressed 5,000 people in Tempe, Arizona on Thursday.
We're not going to allow you and your friend, Mr. Musk, and the other billionaires.
Oh my God. He got 5,000 Democrats in a room, all of them hating everything Donald Trump is doing right now. Push that like button. Anybody know what's going on? All right, this is the MrSnaggapuss show. This is a live, real life show. Like, a lot of people don't understand it. But when I give it to you, sometimes you can't receive it. You can't perceive it. You can't understand. I understand. I understand. I get it. They don't. I get it. We get it. What make you think you can just pull all the way up right there and it's no problem? I just wonder. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Come in, ask some questions, and I will answer. If I ask you a question, I expect for you to answer. I'm going to ask you a question right now, and I'm going to see if you can give me a straight. All right. I want y'all to see if y'all can give me a straight answer. You know what I mean? My straight answer. I need a straight answer. And this is a question I've been trying. This is an answer I've been trying to figure out to this question. If we don't know where to start, how do we know where to begin? Or let me rephrase that question. If we don't know where to begin, how do we know where to start? Where do we start at? Oh, wow. I asked a question that was too complicated for the mind to answer, and both of the people that was watching me just disappeared. Okay. I'm going to ask another question. Do the Democrats, do the Democrats have, oh my God, okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Did she crawl out from the driver's side? All right, we finna get back into motion. Another day, another dollar. I seen. Man, you just seen they just got out their car? Oh shit.
Y'all tripping. They don't give a fuck. They like, we still on party anyway.
No, it's a motor that went in there a while ago.
I seen someone over
Man, that
driving in, looked like they was walking in.
It's Friday night, that motherfucker get thick.
Yeah.
You go in, man.
Same time to shine.
Well, your Challenger, your Charger.
Is that my charger?
It was that Challenger you had? Didn't you have a Challenger? No?
Durango truck.
That's Durango? That's V8?
Nah, man, my wife done been to wrap that motherfucker around. I'm like, look, we gonna take it easy. I'm gonna let you have this once I get ready to get my shit back again. And I figure out what I really want. After that, he can drive it. She drive that motherfucker like it's a V8 already. Baby, you know, it's sports mode in here, right? I'm like, look, you don't even need to do all that.
You
Like,
know, damn sport mode.
it is on there, but I'm like, you don't even need to do all that.
Man, Young Beezy done fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, MO3. No, they don't did it already to him.
It's over with.
Yeah, he not getting back out.
No, he got a $2 million bill. He should be able to make bail.
He got, well, yeah, shit.
Yeah, he should have
He
$2 million.
got the money.
It,
He better have that bill.
It's been a couple years since he dropped the hit, so
I'm saying.
his money might have got low by now.
You better have that shit and have some homies that's like, hey.
Nah, nigga, when they found that out, nigga, the whole world wanted to get
Yeah. I seen that. I'm like, damn, bro, you paid for the hit. Them niggas snitched on you like no other. Like, hey, look, I want to go home. I'll tell you orchestrated this shit.
they show made a deal, nigga.
Yeah. And you gonna see them same niggas in court that he paid. Like, nigga, yeah, that money right
He
now.
did it. They charging him with him. They
You see
charging.
what they doing to Big U right now?
Yeah, Big U strong out.
Yeah, that nigga about to get watch the fuck up. And
They
they
try-
putting
they try-
Nipsey.
they
They
try-
trying to put Nipsey on them now.
They ain't say I ain't heard nothing in the end of their case said nothing about Nip yet.
I think they're gonna drop it later on in there.
They got to, but if they say it now in the news, that might get him fucked up. Before he probably won't even make it to court. You know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you.
For real. But I ain't see nothing. Everybody keeps saying,
But
oh, man,
it's
they got
now
it.
they posting. It's just okay. So
The
you
only
see
thing
how-
that they said about Nip that I seen, and this is what Big U said. This is why they locked him up. He said that one of the niggas got on No Jumper and said that you called him 30 minutes before Nip died and said, hey man, Nip just got killed. And then he called Nip and Nip was still alive and he answered the phone. He was like, man, he said he got off the phone with him like 30 minutes later, Nip got killed. So he was like, you know, he dropped the bomb on me before they went in there and did it. But he said, you had something to do with it.
But you got on.
What you want me to do to him?
Same thing you hit Lil Man with. You went in there. Exactly. You went on fucking live, and they was saying, R.I.P. rest, like rest in peace, Nip and shit. And him and the other niggas that he was with started laughing, and it was like they talking about some rest in peace, Nip, and he started laughing. All of them started laughing. And then after
but
that,
wasn't the nigga shitty cuz wasn't that like Brick Baby friend or something? Or one of them niggas? We're supposed to be one of them niggas like homeboy or something, right?
Not Brick Baby, but one of them niggas. Cause I know the altercation that happened with Shitty and Nip. Like he had came up to him when they was out and shit, and he was trying to get at Nip, and Nip was like, "Nigga, we don't fuck with snitches." Like, nigga, like.
No, we knew that was the whole.
Yeah.
That was the whole get down.
With that get down, but then coming up, I guess after that or whatever, still too. I guess he was like, "Oh, I gotta get with this nigga still." Cause I guess he was.
Why the nigga keep popping up if niggas holding he ain't fucking with him?
And that's the thing. So I'm like, nigga, that didn't set no alarms off in your head. Like, you need to do something or keep this nigga away from you.
Nigga see him next time.
Yeah, like, that's
somebody
it.
gotta be on.
You gotta know what time it is. So, I seen, like, right after Nip had got killed, that's when that Big U shit, he went live, and they was saying, like, R.I.P. Nip and shit, and he like, yeah, they talking about some R.I.P. Nip, and this nigga said, you did it. You did it. He kept saying that, and I'm like, you couldn't really be that dumb to snitch on yourself.
Nah.
You couldn't be that dumb to snitch on yourself like that. And then the video, they went off live after that. And it was him clearly saying that shit, so I'm like, ain't no telling And I'm
They
like,
might bring it up later, but I
Yeah.
think most part they just
Right
gonna hang him on that one nigga,
that little boy.
that little boy from Crenshaw High, yeah.
Because he made that diss song, like, he made a diss song that nobody heard, and they finally played it, and the little nigga say he don't want to end up shot in his face by a snub nose, and then how he died
By snub nose.
in the face. Like,
But the crazy shit was when you really look at the truth of that, like Lil Man wasn't even no good ass rapper.
He wasn't.
He wasn't like the next Nip coming up.
He wasn't the next nothing.
He wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Like he really wasn't even no good ass rapper. Like where did they get this nigga? Like how would he even be on the record label?
But stick to playing
But
football.
he had something else going on with him, with his son playing football. You know what I mean?
So that's what it was, and that's why he was able to stay at the house and shit. But I'm like, why would you rap the little nigga?
Cause he knew too much.
I'm like, man, like.
But that would have, you know, if he nigga was smart, he could have paid little homies or somebody, knock him off, and never had no dirt on his hand.
You felt like you was bigger than the program.
But that's what really going, you know, when it's all said and done, that's what's really gonna get fucked up. They didn't already, you know, they really want the money, man. They gave him too much money. He really had the white folk money. Giving damn contracts that they ain't giving different shit. And all that shit, man. If you notice, bro, they taking down any nigga that you know that ain't a part of the system. That wasn't chosen to be there like that.
Yeah.
And that nigga.
And I mean, like, if you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing with the shit,
I ain't gonna lie. Think
Though.
about it though. Just $4 million. If that money was given to the right niggas, it wouldn't have been no gang violence in LA. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, all you have to do is put it in the right way, but niggas get greedy.
Yeah, they was doing it what they wanted to do with it, trying to be famous and start playing with the rappers and shit.
And I'm like, you didn't even have to go that route. Get your white people money. You see what Wack did?
He was getting it too. He was already getting it when he got them intervention contracts with the damn city and shit. And them motherfuckers giving that like $800,000 a year. But that's what made the feds be man on.
And that diaper, he got a diaper company going on and shit. Nobody even buy them diapers. You don't see him in no stores.
For real.
He got a diaper company and he getting paid for that shit like a motherfucker. Like, niggas, y'all gotta be smarter than that. Like, okay, you used to gangbang. Everybody know you that know you.
That nigga still gangbang.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying.
They like that nigga said you gotta pay to check in. You gotta check in, nigga. You ain't check in, it's over with. That's what they got him at. You know, all them damn niggas he was paying them extortion payments to pay. The feds was giving them the money, and they was paying his ass like they done gave his ass like $50,000 in extortion payments. And this little bitty cheap shit, 500, 1,000, 1,500. They was steady stacking up. That case been building up on him for like 3-4 years.
Yeah, and I think they got his baby mom saying, like, telling too on the phone, like, what the shit they was doing. So I'm like, bro, like, yeah. Once you got people talking and they actually got records, and nigga, you could have just took the $500 or the $1,000 and they still was gonna hold that over you for the next few years.
For real. So they already had it. Because that was their money. You know what I mean?
Did it.
They were recorded. Yeah. They had already had that shit recorded. It was logged in on this day, such and such. Victim one had paid them. You know what I mean?
Somebody just brought more attention back to it, and now they was like, you know what? Let's watch this nigga on up.
No, they been watching. You know what I mean? And they already knew they was guilty by association. They just let a nigga play and see how long they can get away. And you see at the end, they end up taking down a whole bunch of them. They got a whole bunch of money. They got a whole bunch of shit.
And that was like I know some of his folks, well not his folks, but niggas from over there. And they like, oh, we gonna test out them karate skills too, especially if they really start bringing down and saying he had something to do with that shit, boy, they gonna be in there fighting for life.
All day. That's gonna be the bad side. That's why I don't think they trying to put that in the public spectrum.
The thing too, what I heard was they was gonna try and get Shitty out.
I think the feds gonna hide it.
And I'm like,
I think the feds
if
gonna
they
hide it.
try and get him out, I just want to know who behind it. Who behind releasing him?
And why?
Because I think it's bigger. It's way bigger than what everybody really looking at it as too.
But he was the dumb man though, no
Yeah,
matter what.
No, regardless. But that's who better to put it on. Who better to put it on and be like, hey, look, look.
The same thing, the same way Lil Mo,
Yeah.
he finna, he ain't gonna get a lot of time. He gonna get some time for the killings, but since he infiltrated Yellow BB in it, Yellow BB, now he finna get a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his bill gonna be better than BB.
Oh yeah, all day. That's what I'm saying. He gonna see daylight.
Again, like it
And he was the gunman.
That's the crazy part.
But that's sad though, man. But niggas don't think that you kill a nigga in broad daylight on the freeway and you ain't gonna get caught up. And then when the nigga do get caught up for
how
the
many
shit,
years is been? Y'all niggas gonna go jail.
for real. Especially like in Texas and Louisiana.
Boy, see,
they got different confession tactics.
This be the thing though. They probably see too because the feds is smart. So they see too like, oh, this nigga probably told them they was gonna take care of his family or whatever the case is and make sure y'all good. Niggas go touch one of your family members and you calling this nigga like, hey, make sure this nigga out of state, out of town, whatever he at, doing whatever he doing and he not picking up. You like, yeah, what happened to your family? Now niggas is calling like, they ain't getting no answer. They like, man, fuck this nigga.
For real.
Fuck this nigga. Like, man, that shit. They got tactics and a lot of niggas be dumb enough to fall for it. And I was like, it'll never be nothing like BMF again. These niggas really just be telling. And then it turn around and this nigga a snitch now. I'm like, bro, that's even crazier. Big Meech.
Man.
50 got me rolling about this dude.
But that's something else that people gotta understand, man. If that's some true shit though. You gotta think about it. If the story of Big Meech is true, this nigga done killed all these niggas. You done got away with. You done killed the police. You done did all. You done all this. If any other stories was true, Big Meech don't never supposed to see daylight. They ain't let Larry Hoover out. So why this nigga? And Larry Hoover, if you think about Larry Hoover, bro, on some real shit, like. The crime they got, the charges they charged Larry Hoover with, he got life sentence right now for crack cocaine, and he got locked up in the 70s. Crack cocaine didn't come out to the 80s, you know what I mean? They gave him a natural life, just hung this man.
And then I laughed too.
For conspiracy just to be a gang leader, you know what I mean?
And they took Tookie out.
And they didn't give Tookie. They didn't give Tookie no clemency, no nothing.
Nothing. You dying. That was just it.
But they use Arnold Schwarzenegger as the fall guy. You know what I mean?
That shit is crazy, bro. Like something was up, bro.
We ain't never had a foreign governor from another country, nowhere else in the United States but in California.
That's the crazy part.
They couldn't speak English.
Shit for shit. Still can't. You been in all these motherfucking movies. They cleared up your voice. Gave you a whole American act. You hear this motherfucker talking on TV. You're like, hold on, wait.
This nigga still can't speak English.
A motherfucking minute.
I'm glad yes.
Yeah, like, what? What you just said?
But from coming from that era, that motherfucker was a motherfucker in his younger days.
Oh yeah.
Conan,
oh yeah, everything.
All his movies, that motherfucker was.
Every last
that
movie.
white boy was a killer. Yeah,
killer.
He was a beast.
He was a fucking killer.
Man,
then fucking doing the fucking bodybuilding shit.
That bodybuilding shit was real,
yeah, oh yeah.
That big motherfucker was throwing them damn bells in the air.
See, I was watching them videos of this motherfucker when he used to go up to Venice Beach, to Muscle Beach. I'm like, bro, what the fuck was you on, bro? Like, hey, no steroids. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But then I was seeing some of the shit he was doing, and I'm like,
the protein, the right diet.
I feel like he would be fucked up right now if he was really doing steroids.
Yeah,
so that's why I feel like he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. I think that was natural.
I don't think he was really doing none of that.
He found a natural way to build structure. and his metabolism was really strong, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he had a structure that was cold, like Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah. Everything you seen this nigga in, this nigga butt naked, nigga just it's like, what the fuck?
I'm that
Yeah,
nigga.
like, for
I'm
real.
that motherfucker. I'm that white boy.
Telling you.
Them white girls just go crazy over here.
Shit, there was black bitches going
For
crazy
real.
over it.
For real, for real.
Man. You know you win it once you can win and you got every race. Oh man. My boy is doing this damn thing. Yeah, but I feel sorry in the sense that shit going down with all them, because at the end of the day, it's still like a lot of black motherfuckers that's getting into power is getting knocked the fuck off of their shit. Like,
Yeah, but they the wrong people in now.
that's a fact.
No matter what, when we really look at the truth
That's
of
a
it,
fact, yeah.
if you ain't gonna use the power for good,
Yeah,
for true
fuck
good,
it, fuck it.
you need to get knocked off that
No,
pedestal.
that's for real.
Because in the long run, it ain't gonna
He
do
was
nothing.
using that old youth this and youth that, and I'm
Nah,
like,
it wasn't
bruh,
really even helping the youth. You know
you
what I mean?
smashing niggas out here, literally still,
Yeah, for real.
like
Dumping out on niggas every day.
smashing niggas, like, and you not, like, yeah, nah, bruh. I could never get in that position. And still be like, oh, I gotta prove a point to the homies. Let me bounce out. Let me
But you
bounce
gotta
out.
think about it though. And you know, how many people can respect any nigga OG from any gang in LA that's still active? You know what I mean? Like, you can't, because it's always gonna be beef with this hood, with beef with this hood. These eternal beefs, nigga, beef from years,
From
and
years
you know
and years
what I
back,
mean.
yeah.
And you know, even though niggas will squash it for the children's sake,
Yeah.
but when niggas get in the group and two niggas really see each other that's from that era,
it's
it's on and popping. Like, nigga, when there, nigga, like, fuck that shit.
I told you, nigga, 20 years from now,
Nigga, when I'm
it's
on
still
site,
there.
nigga,
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
and they ain't forget, like, these niggas be real niggas, nigga, on
Yeah.
site, nigga, like, they ain't giving a fuck. But it's still,
They
you
trying
know,
to turn around and blame it on the young niggas. It's the young niggas. The young niggas don't even know the history. Like, they just
Like-
out there
like
trying to hit licks.
niggas, we really, we emotional beings, man,
Yeah.
and motherfuckers really don't know how to let shit go. That's the hardest thing with the black race, man. You know, we don't know how to forgive and forget.
Yeah. I'm like, man, if you look at some of these Mexican gang shit, they start making so much money, they like, man,
Fuck that shit.
what?
We gotta come together. Yeah, come together, make some more money.
And make some even more money. Y'all can have y'all territory, y'all can have whatever, but at the end of the day, we gonna all get this money together.
Yeah.
Niggas like, nah, I gotta stunt harder than this nigga right here. Like, I'm like, man.
And that's the problem, man.
Once you
We
get
always
off of
trying to
that,
compete.
yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to compete. Motherfuckers trying to outdo us, the next motherfucker.
Yeah.
It never failed.
Cause it's like, think about that. If all the black gangs looked at that, like, oh, we all gotta get together, it'll be a cold game for everybody in the street. They gonna be terrified. They'll be terrified.
But you know the funny part is when we go to the gym, we get together.
Well, yeah.
When
They
we go to
gonna,
the
nigga,
gym-
you gonna die. Nigga, like, you
but
gonna die.
that's the thing though. Why the moment we step foot outside of the team
Everybody forget. It's all.
and we all against each other. We more against each other than we is, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, I'm really, you know, I tell everybody, man, where the game is really fucked up, man. And if you ain't never been on the other side and understand when they walk through there and they tell you, man, nigga, you got one option, nigga. Is it you black
Or you
renegade, nigga?
Yeah.
You renegade, you on your
You
own.
on your own.
And
Nigga
nigga,
gonna see you getting
if
stabbed
you start,
up and
and
we
if
walk
you
off.
start any problem, nigga, for us, nigga, we gon'
That's-
handle you and get
that's
you
it.
up out of here. Like, but it's crazy, bro. And you be like, why we black, nigga? Because it's us against them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, niggas don't really see it until they get to like that 1 yard. They get to where everybody is really living in cohesive with each other. Ain't nobody trying to get that fucking, you know, get that damn statue or that damn custody level knocked out. You know, might want to go to, they got it where if you on a 2 and 3, you ain't getting the same benefits as niggas on the 1. You know what I mean? Like, Hell no. It's a little
Yeah,
more.
you
It's a
gonna
little
see
more
that.
peace. You can do your time in peace if you on the 1 yard.
You see that ratio where it's 10-1, nigga, you gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And every last one of them niggas, that's the only thing that I be laughing at too, cause I was telling some of my homeboys the other day, like, cause I got a couple FISA homies, like, and they went to prison, so they went to the feds, and they went to the feds fast. And like,
the feds ain't like the state. When they go to Delano and they hit that yard, you know what I mean? They go through processing in the real, you know, the state is wide open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They put your ass in reception. You in that motherfucker with 1,000 inmates from everywhere.
And this is two different groups of Mexicans, right? So,
yeah. And it's two different groups of incarceration because in the feds, depending on what type of case sheet they got, and if it's drug, if it, you know, you could be in the feds for a manslaughter. That's nonviolent. That's a nonviolent offense. So you gonna be with the nonviolence act.
Right. So I got these boys that went like to the feds, and then it's some boys that I know that grew up over there close to me, like they had grew up in the gangs and shit or whatever, but they got locked up. They was on robberies and shit.
Yeah, all them niggas see the whole other side of the feds. That's the hard. That's hard time feds. Yeah.
Now these is like okay. So the ones that came from close to the jungles by where I live at, like these is like big fat dudes, but they always is like with the bullshit or whatever, and they was just like, I seen them like as of recent, and they just like came home maybe like 4 months ago, and I see these niggas and they whipped up and they just like on some different shit, and they was like, bro, we just been on program the whole time, like that's all we did was work out, just stay out the way.
For real.
To the dudes that was in the feds, they came back home and they still just fat and big and shit. I'm like, man, like what?
For real, nigga.
What's the difference? He was like, bro, we just been in there eating, cooking, like it was actually pretty cool. I'm like, man, like what the fuck?
Like the champ.
And them two don't even they don't get along no more. They don't get along no more for that reason, like, cause they got a different side of the life, I guess, and they like, bro, like you supposed to be doing this or doing that. And he's like, how the fuck you gonna tell me this? Like, I'm on my money. They back on some. They about to get out here and get shit popping again. I'm like, man, y'all wild, bro. Like that. Y'all about to be right back up in that motherfucker.
They's watching you for life after that point.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They was knocking down the Brinks niggas. They was knocking down the high end jewelry stores, like. And
when a nigga get locked up, in reality, they talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But they see the reality. They ain't trying to go back, bro.
You definitely know you're not trying to go back.
Especially if you can make a way to make another chance where you ain't gotta go back. Niggas ain't trying to go back to jail. The way they doing niggas in jail now, they ain't trying to. And niggas is not trying to go there, nigga. I know it's 10 times worse than when I was in that motherfucker.
I don't see my brothers go.
And it was fucked up when I was in there.
I don't see my brothers go and come back and be like, man, fuck the hood.
For real. For real, nigga. Hey, man, fuck with none of these niggas no more, nigga.
And then they'll be like, well, one of my brothers is like, nigga, I see how the so-called big homies get down in there. Fuck them niggas. And ain't nobody, and can't nobody fade me, can't nobody do nothing to say shit else and change my mind about that shit. Like, he'll see his homies and get mad. Like, nigga, like, I'm not fucking with y'all niggas no more. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, and to this day, he still ain't even told me what really, like, you know, really went down. Man, that shit is crazy. I know one day he called me, dog, and I'm like, nigga, I could just hear it in his voice that it was fucked up, because he was like, bro, like, man, I can't get the smell out my mind, bro. Like, I can't get the smell out my mind. And I'm like, nigga, smell? And he's like, yeah, bro, like, that's pretty, you know, I can't really say too much. And then, like, I started putting two and two together, but then I was reading up on some shit, and they was setting niggas on fire in there. And I guess the person next to him like got set on fire. And he was just fucked up off of that shit for a long time. Like, he ain't called me for like two months. Where y'all going? And he didn't call me for like a good 2 months. I'm like, man. You better just keep your head straight, man. You got a couple more years to go.
You got to, bro. You can't,
Yeah,
you got to just
can't
focus.
fold at all. Like,
Oh, no, man.
just get on your workout.
That system is a motherfucker. Man. Most niggas don't know how to keep that release date to themselves. Like,
Yeah, I heard that shit a lot too.
and that's what they
It was like,
problem.
nigga, I ain't telling a nigga. It was like, hey, I'm in here with lifers, nigga. I ain't telling nobody.
Biggest problem, nigga.
Nigga.
Oh, God. I'm in a... Niggas in there, man. Niggas love confidence.
Nigga ain't got nothing to lose, nigga. He got life.
Right to a cross, yeah.
That's
entertainment to them niggas. Like, that's entertainment to them niggas. Niggas misery love company, nigga. I was like, this some shit, nigga.
That shit is crazy.
I was saying niggas get murdered, you know, put in a fucked up situation, nigga. Well, it's kill to be killed, nigga. And they got 2 days to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They set it up. Let's see what this nigga gonna do.
Yeah, see how they gonna react.
See this nigga gonna let this nigga kill him? Like, man, what the fuck? I ain't saying shit. I don't know when I'm going home. Till that day they call my name, nigga. And I still ain't saying alright then. Like,
who they call this nigga? Where your thing? I'm like, hey, niggas, I'm out. Y'all have all that shit.
Yeah, take it.
Oh, nigga, you ain't said shit. I wasn't supposed to, nigga. I ain't know I was gonna get out like that, nigga.
Yeah, shit, fuck.
That shit was funny.
They told me I had to L with y'all. Shit, my bad. Alright, y'all niggas.
I said the same thing they said. You know, when you going home, you get out, nigga. Never, nigga. Oh, shit, I understand. My number one word, never, nigga. I ain't never getting on, nigga. It was just a lot.
Can you hit the mustache for me, please? Haven't sent it to me.
You gonna go over to the bar?
Nah, hell no.
Go in there, man. Don't be scared.
Nah, I ain't scared.
They got a little bar right there, like hey, little chair.
I'm good. Fuck with my little folks right quick and then run to the house, man.
Man, be safe, man. God bless you.
Yes, sir. You too. Appreciate you. I'll see you soon enough.
You welcome. I got you.
Oh, you.
Yeah, twist that bottom lock.
Alright, boy.
God bless you. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. I love you to the son of a college. Look like you in a trailer. What's up? How y'all doing? Push that like button. Wonder if my coffee still cold. Is it hot? Cold. It's Luke. Cold. Say I need some coffee. Oh, some good coffee to be in me. Me and coffee. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Say I need some coffee. Yeah. Hey, Sapphire, come on in. If you don't know where it ends, how will it? Where it stop? Oh my God, I didn't even know I had people in here. People came in, pushed the like button, done left. Snag is back. Oh my God, I gotta go. 54 minutes done went by. I'ma go out and I'ma come back in. I was having too much fun.